From a critical reviewer's perspective, the latest claims surrounding the Great Pyramid of Giza feel like a perfect blend of science, mystery, and imagination, but also a situation that demands careful thinking, as cinematic visuals show the pyramid glowing under sunset skies, cracked open at its base with what appears to be a hidden entrance. One question immediately arises: are these hidden chambers real, or are we simply misinterpreting anomalies? Modern scanning technologies have indeed revealed unusual voids within and beneath the structure. But calling them fully formed secret rooms may be premature. What we are witnessing is not just discovery, it's also interpretation. And sometimes, interpretation can blur the line between fact and fascination. As we move closer, imagining archaeologists brushing away sand to reveal a narrow passage, the atmosphere feels intense, dust rising, torches flickering, shadows stretching into darkness. It looks like something straight out of a film. But again, we must ask, are we witnessing a real breakthrough, or creating a mystery where none exists? The structure of the pyramid has always been more complex than we once believed. Over time, new corridors and shafts have been discovered, each one adding depth to our understanding. So the existence of additional voids should not shock us, but the way they are being presented might. Labeling them as impossible could actually reflect our own limitations in understanding ancient engineering rather than any true impossibility. Inside these imagined corridors, where torchlight reveals hieroglyph-covered walls and sealed stone structures, the sense of discovery becomes even stronger. Yet the critical question remains: is there any real evidence behind the mystery? So far, no confirmed artifacts, no inscriptions, and no definitive purpose have emerged from these spaces. This leads to another important thought: are we seeing facts, or are we filling gaps with imagination? History has shown that ancient Egypt often becomes a canvas for speculation, where every unknown detail is quickly turned into a hidden secret or lost knowledge. But in reality, these voids could simply be part of the pyramid's original design, perhaps to reduce pressure, perhaps as structural features, or even as incomplete sections left behind during construction. As the visuals shift to massive underground chambers glowing with golden light, the scale feels overwhelming, almost unreal. But that raises yet another question. Are we underestimating the builders of the Great Pyramid? The ancient Egyptians demonstrated extraordinary precision, aligning the structure with remarkable accuracy, and constructing it with methods that still impress modern engineers. So instead of assuming something shouldn't exist, perhaps we should consider that it does exist and we simply don't yet understand how or why. This perspective shifts the narrative from mystery to curiosity, from speculation to investigation. Above ground, scientists analyze digital scans, revealing complex networks of voids beneath the pyramid. The images look convincing, even dramatic. But here, a critical voice must ask, could modern technology be revealing truth or unintentionally misleading us? Scanning tools are incredibly powerful, but they do not provide complete answers on their own. They show shapes, densities, and anomalies, but interpreting those results requires caution. What appears to be a chamber might later turn out to be a structural gap. What seems like a hidden corridor could be nothing more than an architectural feature. This is why scientific discovery takes time. It is not about instant conclusions, but careful validation. As night falls over the Giza Plateau and the pyramid stands in silence, glowing faintly in the moonlight, the mystery deepens, but so does the need for balance. The narrative of hidden chambers and impossible structures is undeniably powerful, but it can also create unrealistic expectations. Viewers may begin to believe that a revolutionary discovery is just around the corner. But the truth is more measured. Research is still ongoing. Evidence is still limited, and many of the most exciting claims remain unproven. So we must ask, is this truly a groundbreaking discovery, or simply another step forward in a much longer journey? In the end, the real story may not be about secret chambers at all. It may be about how we respond to the unknown. Why do we label every unexplained feature as a hidden secret? Why do we assume something extraordinary before considering a simpler explanation? These questions are just as important as the discovery itself, because sometimes The greatest mystery is not what lies beneath the pyramid, but how we choose to interpret it. So yes, the idea of hidden chambers beneath the Great Pyramid captures the imagination. It creates powerful visuals, glowing entrances, underground halls, ancient symbols waiting to be revealed. But, as a critical reviewer, one thing remains clear. The discovery is intriguing, but not yet extraordinary. It is a piece of a much larger puzzle, one that requires patience, evidence, and careful thought. Because in the end, the real question is not just what has been found, but what is actually true.